Today's topic, we're talking about inheritance, very basic level of inheritance. And I really wanted to build this course because programming is generally boring to learn, but very interesting. And it's always very interesting, but boring. The learning process. It's the interest of what can be done that keeps you motivated, keeps you going. But in the very beginning stages, it's ridiculously boring. And so I'm hoping that this is an attempt to kind of spice up the excitement by looking at programming from the perspective of creating a game. I've been looking into a lot of game programming. I was like, hey, this would be cool if people taught it like this. There are different methodologies that work out there, and I'm just trying this one. So we're building like this online card game, and hopefully this is allow me to teach these concepts of inheritance. So I hope I do a good job, and thanks for sticking around. I've been working on this for a while. Like, how would I approach this? And so this is video 1 of the basic of inheritance in C#. And thank you very much. Oh, and before you start, I'm not going too far in the beginning for the basics. So in order to start this course, there are a few concepts that you should already know. I have it in my, of course, very nerdy, like, Avengers, yes. And so before you start this course, you should understand classes and objects, namespaces, methods, and properties. And if you already have that fundamental understanding, you are ready to start my course in inheritance. Thank you very much. So let me give you a quick overview of what we're doing here with the project. I have the solution file here, the Guardian Lords. That's the name of our awesome card game. I've separated it into 3 different sections. This here is our library. This is where all our logic will end up for now. So as you can see, right now I have elves and orcs, and this is our base classes. And this here's the console app. This is where I'll be doing all the testing, and eventually all of this is going to end up in a MVC core application website, and that's kind of where we're going to be doing everything. So inheritance. Let's define inheritance first. Inheritance is the ability to create a class that inherits attributes and behaviors from an existing class. So here I'm inside the console app, and we're about to end up in another definition coming up here. This is very fundamental to inheritance. It could be a trick interview question sometimes. But here's my orc class. That's legit. Has no methods, no properties. Here we go. Again, no members whatsoever. Yet I come over to my main program. I've declared player 1 as an elf, player 2 as an orc. We're going to grab player 1. And even though I don't have anything defined in there, Control V, boom. Well, where did those properties come from? Those come from the object class. And so, here we go, another definition. Object class. This is the ultimate base class of all classes in the .NET framework. It is the root of the type hierarchy. So that's where they are on that subject right there. And in this case, as you can see, I've included the toString, and we're going to run it. And this is just gonna, this creature is an, voila, oops, 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 oops. And that's the magic right there. So this creature is of type, and there's the namespace, and that's the actual class. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see what we're going to be doing as far as inheritance. How do I inherit stuff? So I already created my creature class. As you can see, I did the life total is going to be 0. This is initialized. The name is unknown. Haven't named the creature yet. Haven't named what type it is. It's an elf or whatnot. So, in how do I get around to inheriting this creature? So, we're going to go ahead and add that reference here. We're going to use this using statement. What was his name? Oh, isn't it lovely watching me type? I mean, it's like pure, like nightmare scratching on the wall, you know. Okay, and so again, at the beginning, did you understand namespaces spaces and all that stuff? So here we go. There's where our creature class is, and now I have a reference to that namespace. And here is how we do inheritance in .NET. Here's the syntax. Ta-da! So I'm going through this little baby steps. And we can do the same thing here. They're both creatures. So, the inheritance is the ability to create a class that inherits from an existing class. So, I created this elf and orc class. Both of them had, still at this time, have no properties defined there. Only the default properties that come with the object class. So now, when I come around here and I grab page player 2, okay, I go boom, and then I hit this, and there's life, name, and type. That's it. That's the magic. That's inheritance. Okay, I'm going to keep it short. And you have two major definitions for that are important to inheritance. You need to know about the object class and the definition for inheritance itself. With that, I'll begin to stop this video. And I just wanted to introduce you to my Nerd House Geeks channel on YouTube. And I have other videos out there dealing with other topics, of course. Um, and just stop on by and check me out, subscribe to my channel, and I try to stay busy. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching my video. Like and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I appreciate it. And I'll share as much as I can about surviving in IT.